How's it going, YouTube? My name is Blake Yarbrough and welcome back. Today's video is going to be on this sneaker right here, the Grateful Dead Nike SB collaboration. And first of all, I want to say if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for checking out my video. This year, I've already done a lot of early sneaker reviews and have a lot more planned. So if you like that type of video, this is my cat Griffey. If you like that type of video, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed, then you know your support is much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. I also wanted to mention that I have a giveaway going on right now. It's for either sneakers or cash, and you can enter by watching my recent video on the Chunky Dunky SB. So at the end of this video, just click the link in the description, watch that video, and go ahead and enter my free giveaway. Now, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about today's sneaker. It is the Grateful Dead Nike SB collaboration, which I was lucky enough to get my hands on a pair, and let's go ahead and address how I did that, because I get a lot of comments on the videos. I also get a lot of people that DM me on Instagram and they ask me, how do I get these early pairs? And there's different ways that I've gotten different pairs. I have bought several pairs from StockX in the past, but more recently, all the early pairs that I've gotten have came from Sneaker Knockers. Now, Sneaker Knockers has a VIP Discord group that you can join. It's basically a cook group, and it's a way to get early sneakers, steals, you can get release information, you can get botting help. That's where they sell their early pairs as well. It's the only place that they sell their early pairs like this. It's $16.99 a month if you just wanted to try it out, or it's $150 per year. But basically, it's a way to get shoes cheaper. A lot of people ask me how to buy and flip and resell shoes. This is a really good way, and it's become very popular, I'd say really like last year and this year probably. It's basically a membership that you can join with them, and you can get sneakers early. You can get sneakers for a lower price. If you want to get Yeezys for yourself, or you want to get them to resell, you can actually get them for retail from Sneaker Knockers. You can get Flint 13s that just released, men's sizes $200, GS sizes $100, or like the Strawberry Coughs that I recently did a video on, you can actually get those for about $1,100. And so just wanted to let you guys know that is where these came from. I got them from Sneaker Knockers, so shout out to them for hooking me up with a pair. I also want to relay the information to you guys. Hit them up, join their Discord group if you're interested in getting early sneakers. Now let's go ahead and check these out. This shoe is honestly so crazy to have in hand. The materials are top-notch materials. I don't know what stuck out to me first, whether it was this jagged Nike swoosh on the lateral and medial side of the foot, or if it was this teddy bear big bird yellow fur that's paneled on the toe box. You've got it here on the midfoot and then around the ankle collar as well. And honestly, I don't think the video does it justice. It is a bright yellow, just like Big Bird. It's a very bright yellow, very vibrant, and the feel of it is so soft. This is like teddy bear fur. Definitely a different fur than what Nike has used in the past. This is extremely soft. All the panels very soft, very fluffy, and so I think they really nailed it on that feature. But before we get too far into the details of the sneaker, I did want to give like a little history lesson on them, and so let's talk about that for just a second. This is a collaboration between Nike and a band called the Grateful Dead. Now, this band started in 1965, way before I was alive, way before probably all of you were alive, and so no, I didn't grow up listening to the Grateful Dead. However, I do know some of their songs, and I want to address an issue that seems to come up when sneakers like this are released, and it's usually with the OG or like the older sneakerheads claiming that the younger generations don't know like the history or the story behind the sneaker, and that's true, and that's because they weren't alive to know anything about it. And so I think it's really everybody's duty, especially the people that make videos about sneakers specifically, to educate everybody, because that's the only way that anybody is going to know. The only way I learned about sneakers was people teaching me. I've had sneaker related jobs in the past, and so I wanted to just give you guys a little bit of history. Maybe you already know, and maybe you know more than I do, but basically the Grateful Dead is like a classic rock band. They started in 1965. They were extremely popular like in the 70s, 80s, and even in the 90s, so really longevity in the music industry, and they had like a really amazing presence as far as playing live shows and concerts. There was 5 members in the band, and they have a very strong fan following, which are known as Deadheads. So if you are a huge Grateful Dead fan, then you are known, you may claim to be a Deadhead, just like we love sneakers, we're sneakerheads, same kind of concept. And so yeah, this is a sneaker collab between the band and Nike SB. Really interesting. Another huge collab for Nike SB in my opinion for 2020. And then it's also a great like resurgence for the band. I know their vintage tees also go for a lot of money. They're usually like a tie-dye, like psychedelic type pattern. And so to go along with like that whole theme and vibe of their band, these shoes are just absolutely wild. Glad to have them in my hands and glad that I'm able to share them with you guys. And I say all that to say this: do you have to know every Grateful Dead song to buy these sneakers? No, you don't. Do you have to skate to own these shoes? No, you don't. But I do think it is important to know a little bit of the history about the sneaker, at least a little bit, and that way you can better appreciate the collabs and just overall contribute more to the sneaker community. Because in my opinion, whether it's a hype shoe or it's not a hype shoe, I want to know if there's a story to the sneaker, and that's what I buy sneakers for, is the story a lot of times. And in my opinion, stories and histories really enhance the sneaker, because if you know nothing about the band, honestly, this is probably a pretty hideous sneaker. But if you know about the band, you know what they represent, then this sneaker probably makes a lot of sense to you. And so that's why I think it's important to just learn a little bit about the band, learn a little bit about their history, and then see how that history translates into the sneaker. And that's what I've said in multiple videos before. Nike does storytelling better than any brand, I think, in the sneaker market. And this is no different. They really killed it on these. Let's go ahead and get into some more of these details. We'll start out with the outsole, a full aqua blue outsole with the yellow midfoot panel here in the center. Nice little touch. I'm glad they went with the blue outsole to contrast all the yellow going on the upper. And then moving up the shoe, you've got a yellow midsole. And then this is where it gets really, really interesting. This is like a mustard yellow color right here, and this is a very nice suede. It's a nice soft suede. And then the part that I think just really gets everybody is this yellow fur. This is like legit teddy bear fur. It is super, super soft. Like, this is cut straight off a teddy bear. It's got to be the same material. Super, super soft and very vibrant yellow. This is like a big bird yellow. Very, very bright. And then again, Nike went with this aqua blue here on the swoosh. You got the same swoosh on the lateral side as well as the medial side of the foot. This is a really nice detail. Contrasts amazing with that yellow. And then on the heel, you've got Nike. Now, this font is not the standard Nike font on the heel of a Nike SB. That is because they use the Grateful Dead font. And so that's just one of those small details that if you know about the band, you'll recognize this and appreciate it. And so that's why, again, it's important. Educate yourself on these collabs. You'll appreciate them even more. Moving to the tongue of the sneaker, you've got this nice Nike circular patch with a teddy bear on the front. Now, there was 5 original Grateful Dead members in the band. Some of them passed away and things happen over time. That's normal with any band that lasts for that amount of time. And so there was replacements and people that, you know, moved in, moved out along the way. But there's 5 original members and they represented themselves with bears. Nike is paying homage to them by putting a different color bear on each sneaker tongue, and each sneaker is a different color. So we'll get to more about that in just a second. But here on the tongue, you've got the yellow bear with like the blue collar or blue neck. And so that's what this swoosh actually represents. I'll get a close-up for you and show you. But this jagged Nike swoosh actually represents like the collar around the bear. Just a sick detail. Very creative from Nike. They did a really, really great job with that. Inside the tongue here, you've got a patch as well. I'll read it to you. It says 2020 Grateful Dead Productions, all rights reserved. And then it's got a big lightning bolt that you can see there in the center as well. So let's go ahead and actually, I'll take out the insole so I can show you guys what I was talking about in regards to the bears. Let's see if I can get this out. Usually they're kind of hard on the SBs. All right, so here on the inside, oh, this is so sick. I don't know if anybody's shown this detail, but here on the top of the insole, you've got the 5 different bears. So you've got yellow, that's this pair here. There's going to be a green with a blue with a yellow, orange with green, and pink and blue. I don't know how Nike's gonna do the release, if they're all gonna release at the same time. Unfortunately, I don't have that information for you guys just yet. I also don't know if there's going to be special packaging. I assume that these are gonna come in that standard new, like red, yellow, blue, and green Nike SB box. I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna come with. However, they may choose to do like a friends and family packaging like they did for the Chunky Dunkies. That part of the release information I don't have for you guys yet, but I wanted to show you guys that this is what the insole looks like. Super sick insole, and then let you guys know that this is representative of the 5 members of the band, and then there's going to be actually a Nike SB released in all 5 of these colors. Very, very sick. Now let me show you what I haven't seen yet. Haven't seen anybody show this detail. On the bottom of the insole, where you've got this little air unit in the heel, it's actually got the skull that they use, but instead of the lightning bolt, like I mentioned, on the inside of the tongue, this is usually in the middle of the skull. They've got Nike SB. Super, super sick. And they used, instead of the regular Nike SB font, they used that Grateful Dead font. Like, Nike is so creative, guys. I'm telling you, Nike is killing it this year. And so let me put this back in here and we'll move to some more details of the shoe. Probably one that you may know about, maybe you don't, but it's definitely a feature worth highlighting. And that is the tongue. Again, you may have noticed up close, but there is a zipper on top of the tongue, and this is maybe the largest stash pocket that Nike has ever put on a sneaker, at least to my knowledge. The full tongue is a stash pocket, and you can get your fingers all the way to the bottom of the tongue where it stitches in to the toe box. Absolutely insane. It's also padded, so they did a great job. It's got that same aqua blue interior, and it's padded just like a regular Nike SB tongue would be padded, and it's just a huge stash pocket. Like this, I actually see being useful. You could put quite a good amount of things in here. What you put in here, that is 100% up to you, but this is just an amazing, amazing sneaker collab. Again, on the lace tips, another small detail. You've got a red and blue aglet here on the laces with the lightning bolt going through the center. I think it's supposed to be red. It does look a little bit kind of pink on this pair. It does kind of look a little pink, but I think on the original logo it is more of a red. I could be wrong, but again, just a sick small detail, small little detail. The aglets of the laces, are they a big deal? Not really, but when Nike does little things like that, I think it just enhances the shoe so much. There is an extra set of laces. You've got this aqua blue extra lace here on the right sneaker attached right there, and it looks like the insole of this pair is actually the same, so no difference on the insole. You got matching insoles on both pairs, and I'd love to know what you guys think about these. Go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section below. I think they're absolutely sick. Like, am I the biggest Nike SB fan? No, I'm not, but I'm here to bring you guys sneaker videos, and I'm super happy to have these early. This is a really, really cool sneaker. I think they look better on person. I think in hand they look kind of goofy, kind of like the SB Bear series that they did like many years ago. They look kind of goofy because they're furry, and it's already a chunky sneaker, so the fur just kind of makes it look even chunkier. But on feet, these look pretty sick. I've seen a few people have them already. I know 2J's has a pair, and he's a big advocate for educating people on the history of sneakers. And so that's another reason why I wanted to mention it, because I think it's good to have that presence and just keep the sneaker community positive. And I think out of all the hobbies anybody could have, I think sneakers really brings like so many diverse people together, which is another reason why I like it. I can meet people from all over the world, and maybe we don't speak the same language, maybe we didn't come from the same background, but we love sneakers, and that's what's really, really unique about the sneaker community. So let me know if this is a sneaker that you're looking to cop. Honestly, is it a sneaker that I want to keep in my collection? Maybe not. I don't really wear SBs. Like I said, not a huge SB guy, but it is a really cool sneaker collab, so I'll definitely be trying to pick up a pair for retail. Of course, why wouldn't I? But will I be trying to keep these and wear these? Not really my style. I like Nike runners a lot better. I like Jordans a lot better than I do Nike SBs, but I do think I could pull them off pretty well, and so we'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a pair for retail. But with that, I want to remind you guys, make sure you watch my Chunky Donkey video if you want to enter my free raffle. It's 100% free. You can win sneakers, you can win cash, 100% free. Just watch that video, follow all the rules. That's the most important thing. Follow the rules. Hit up Sneaker Knockers if you're trying to join their Discord and you want to get early pairs. You want to try and learn to start reselling and get shoes for a good deal and then resell them. It's a great way to do it. Join their Discord if you'd like, and I'll put a link to their Instagram in the description below. And again, guys, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed today's video, hit that subscribe button down below. If you're already subscribed, thank you for the support. It really means so much to me. I've got some more early videos coming. The winner of the giveaway will be picked at the end of June. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you on the next one.